Medin kan aye video on Sam George. Post bia wababe meki enra me hu ne se enkrofo attack no. Enra me hu se all over social media enkrofo kasa about Sam George ni post dia wo meki ye no. Na me kan ho ase me kan ma adwen mama mo ate ase otan na enkrofo tan Sam George no ewo ho. Sam George eye me MP. But asemo a me kan ne se dear me personally me pese Sam George osua and how to use humor to diffuse certain issues, just like senior His Excellency John Dramani Mahama eya na wo ye no makasa asem ne deda, okay, and all that. This particular video me pese ye read the reactions no. Now for people who don't know, for some time now, in fact NDC ba mu no ubehu ne say ade bia Sam George oye bia say ye papa wo ye boni o Ghana fo bonichi. First one, DSTV. Waka say yen konkote so. Ghana for babe bonichi. At the end of the day, DSTV for etse so. MTN data. Ghana for babe bonichi. At the end of the day, the Sam George ye no. And there ewo MTN for data no. Omwate ebone so ama Ghana for. In fact, Sam George babe kan say omo ye internet fraud wo Ghana. Ye bechi omo ye hu se Ghana for aso camera si omo nim abo Sam George echi ene ye ni na ye hu se Sam George aso ye bia omo hye Sam George ase the cyber crime unit and a cyber crime authority, cyber security authority, sorry. Ye wo abon se ye se omo akwakochi Nigeria 400 Nigeria for say na ekre nim se Nigeria for e create businesses e wo Ghana sa bon se Nigeria for bako 100 egu edan bako mu omo eye krono enye Sam George anka ye nim se bibisa akoso wo Ghana enam Sam George so nansin ye chechi omo and obisa Nigeria ni a wo ye sa ade na osuro because onim se Sam George be ba bechi no inti de Sam George be ye bia nansin sim registration and the ama mobile money fraud NPP time omo ye and the mobile money fraud akoso and the way to go ne say Sam George Ebeka say was here new registration but this time around no ye stress will be I believe in that but ye hu ne say Ghana for eguso abonechi inti Sam George de obo wakra na nkrofo abonechi but ye to abama ne de ye no we ye mfa ye ho still ye beto ama no na enra ena Sam George na aba betro social media so say we hu ne say enkrofo bonechi na ebi mo akwakofa ni old videos ebi mo akwakofa ni old pictures de bia wo mo attack no o se mo attack ne sa no mo ni mo no Sam George anko mehu ne se ono no enye bibisa na be bring ne down ono o believe in Mahama ne second coming Mahama second coming naba nti enye de nipa be ye eno no ohe anam so amende senya ye attack Sam George nya asem ketwa na me si me efutu ba ko a me man ne say dear Sam George onsua how to use humor. I've said it and I'll say it again. Senya His Excellency John Dramani Mahama otumi de asresem se wo bo nechi na wo bu efukra na obeka asresem bi na ase obi asre na asem ne kono eno pe na me pese Sam George osua aside that ye tan nechi kuntum ya yeto abama no ye supporting no pantan engrofo se on peso omo kokoye plan omo peso omo disika bom no omo ya ni yetu Sam George fi ade so mo betu obi afia ye constituency no wo be train masa ye tan nechi kuntum na me pese ye read the comment na o head the engrofo kan Sam George asemo endra wo ba be kan no ye read the comment na head the engrofo kan tia Sam George obi say, so you never cared about Ghanaians. All what you said was just to bring your party in power. No, Yawa, thank you. Same way NPP were arrogant. Now they are humble. Don't worry, your time will come. Make her add the emojis too. And you see, and this clearly is social media for you. This clearly is social media for you. Utie Sam George in Semwa Walker. Or see 2017. Embra Mahama elusu ye no. NDC pinifo bebre na afa mo person be kasa ama Mahama biom. Ono ojidi say Mahama ye nipa papa. O believe in the second coming of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Into your kasaye eye campaign ma Mahama. Ende Mahama abano. Ono Sam George onu ne ho. At least OGBB die. Eno de na koma edi echi ema de no aba to being. Inti wa wo tie echi a wo bo ne chini ni na no. O se wo feel say de wo ye no eye easier. Brana be ye bi ni enhwe. Sam George in some kind no. Yes, the last part no probably maybe nanke ni kwan so they can hold here, no problem. But the message in the story no ene na media ma. Inti obi asemo oba beka say na tresa wo de Mahama nkwa na odwene ne ho, wo de onwene Ghana fo ho. Ade a Sam George kan no, onze nipa kro ne ntia ase na different o. Sam George say me gidi in the second coming of Mahama. Na me say me gidi say Mahama no be Ghana yie. Na tresa me dwen Ghana ho. But obi afa ne say Sam George akansa ade a na tresa ono de no anwen Ghana ho. Why do we join NDC? Why do people join MPP? It's because yen NDC for no ye gidi say NDC ba mu a ene na Ghana koso. Ene na Ghana ye. It is Sam George kaso wo gidi in Mahama. Na wa company ama Mahama na Mahama ba. Ugoti na echi kokko kasa ende Sam George na trese won nwen Ghana ho dia. Na trese wa na wape wa questions na wa ma answer. Because in the statement Sam George said, he never cared about Ghanaians. But throughout the comments, no one and Nkrofo. You see how, and idea we be na ya na me hu say Nkrofo kan, especially omo the year NDC politicians now. Idea we na ya na me hino. Obi say, you dey vex me wa. You keep talking about how hard you worked in opposition, but nobody elected you to remind us of your CV. We elected you to solve problems. Bringing up past struggles every time you are questioned today is like a student failing an exam, but insisting he studied hard last semester. It doesn't change the result. Also, framing criticism as agenda is a convenient way to avoid responsibility. Not everyone asking questions is your enemy. Some of us are the same people who listened to you, believed you, and expected better. You say you've chosen peace, but silence on key issues affecting people isn't peace. It is absence. Or say, and this, what have you achieved? Line misses the point completely. Citizens don't need to achieve anything to demand performance from leaders. That's the contract. You are not being attacked. You are being measured using your own words. Sit up and stop crying. Into being so as Sam George, no. You know, I've told you the part I felt say maybe now can you say Sam George they can home and they say what have you achieved? No? Yes, and no dear. Now come you so say or the back home. But in the name no, me when they say, ade aye can't hear Sam George in nano. Nkrofo I say almost taking it out of way. Ati I say nipa kro we wama ati I say oh no Sam George hu ye ni. Okay. Or try say bringing up what framing criticism as agenda is a convenient way. Now, or say some of us are the same people who listened to you, believed you, and expected better. Or say you've chosen peace, but silence on key issues affecting people isn't peace; it is absence. And Nkrofo more can, and they say, okay, Sam George spoke on Galamsey, and the Galamsey in Semno wayekum on Kahwe. Fair enough. You know, in as much as today he's a minister and he's supposed to concentrate on his sector. No, yes, okay, says Sam George. What are you saying on Galamsey? Because he said things about Galamsey. Say Galamsey, NDC bar on base 1 month per day away. Yes, fair enough. You can decide to ask him what does he think now and all that. What he has here, it's okay. I mean, no one has a problem with that. But if you are calling if you are calling Sam George incompetent, call him incompetent based on the sector, no? Based on ejuma yediama ne se wonye. Ejuma yediama ne se wonye as communications minister no, or ye ejuma no. Ni role anything. And then the communication ministry, omobe, I don't think say Sambra no omo pass there, but omobe set new framework be for the telcos. Say on network no terrible to a certain point. More telcos no, you be fine mo. It is going to put the telcos on their toes. Until from next year, no, obehune say networks, Ghana networks no, ebesha say a year better. What I say, Sanya ni na no, eye ade da kwan mu. Inti no, as a communications minister, minister of communications minister, the industry no, yembisa ye ho say Sam George as a minister no, we failure na. So we failure was say adwuma ni wa, and only the be support him, even though he's my MP. What I say, but oye minister of communications, o say galamsey koso, owo opposition no. Okaseti galamsey bendo ba beda ni minister of communications no waye kom wo galamsey ho eno hu nti waye incompetent yempa me na. Are you being fair? Se wo bo nechi said the ntia na waye kom wo galamsey no na oye hypocrite. Fair enough, you can say that and I don't have an issue, but to say galamsey koso into your no ministry communications or you're incompetent into your own free swar. I mean, personally, I think if you are judging him, judge him based on the sector. Emrana galamsey koso no. Obi eni wa okoko hodi even say certain communication minister Eslousu kon. Obi eni okoko so Eslousu kon say galamsey koso nti Eslousu resign. Obi beka say bia Sam George I mean, or Kasao Galamsey. But when NPP were in opposition, Eslousu mo omo anka senti agalam, omo anka senti agalamsey. Omo so kaseti agalamsey. To me kokotena radio so ne nsem ekeka say Mahama kra no Eslousu ne bakra no, o man Ghana so manager ne bakra be ya de ase Mahama. Was that not an insult? But time NPP buy no, why no hold the Eslousu accountable to Galamsey? No one. Inti, call him hypocrite, say whatever you want to say because Galamsey is still going on and Sam George is not as vocal as he used to be. Say whatever you want to say. But if you want to judge him on his level of competency, it should be about his industry. Baby, I didn't know. It should be about that particular industry. I see own go. Power fills the belly of an unwise man and empties his head of wisdom. I see, didn't think this tweet will still be up by now, but well, this is grave disrespect to Ghanaians. Honestly, into be say tweet no, disrespect to Ghanaians. Obisi, I have paid in quotes. I have paid my dues. I fought to bring my party, the NDC, to power. You think you are agendering? You are simply writing my political memoir. Also, you rather want to be seen ranked on a political party leaderboard than upholding your own standards set when in opposition. Also, it was never for God and country, but God and NDC. Carry on. Also, he never once mentioned the people of Ghana in that entire post. Not once. Just NDC. JM, his party, his dues, his stripes, his memoir. Minister, you were elected to serve Ghana. Ghana first. As I'm going to be honest with you, this is the worst possible way to deal with all that is happening. We every Kofituntu our Yabamia 8. On so about Betron 17 be 18 Samoka. Or say, dear Pram Recross, nobody hates you. In fact, we don't have energy for that. We are only replaying your reckless and disrespectful videos to you. Nothing has been edited. They are your own words. It's quite funny. Obia also for Tibamia. I say, for example, you said Mahama will know no peace if he reneges on his promise to sign the LGBTQI bill. Yesterday, you were sitting next to the president when he blatantly disrespected the good people of this republic by running away from his promise. Yet, he left the auditorium peacefully. Where was your show of bravado? You couldn't do foco. Or say the lion turned into a pussycat. So, one would have expected a press statement from you by now, taking on the president for failing to deliver on his promise. Alas, nothing. what you have done is to increase another write-up. Is to release another write-up that leads to absolutely nothing meaningful. Once again, nobody hates you. We are only replaying your own words to you. Suck them up. No. No. So basically, social media and someone and Krofoka, I say it is just about fighting to come to power. So you get rewarded with positions for God and country. So a lot of people are bashing Sam George over the post. When who the Krofoka no. And yasem keto. Ebusian for obi antre na adwen e wo comment box nimo. Book na that screen is your friend your action plan for weight loss. While we fuson, our person we fuko form. While we put you on weight, our person will sote. Wa unante kakra na wa bre. Yeso cholesterol level ye high, yeso wo BP e wo soro, yeso sugar level nso e wo soro. Mesrel o ho abon se wo nan atatai, bukui e betre onyama miensa na sa nyama miensa no tumi di so pepepe a. Me ma 1 week pe obi hu say o system no ebe rebooti. Obe call hospital akwa ye check up no ye say o condition no se nya net no sese a aba form e de na wo ye omonti ase enye edro e just lifestyle changes be nyama miense bia wo se wo ye the right time e wo se wo didi enyama bia wo se wo gyae die enyama ba ko mienu bia wo se wo ye ka ho enyama miensa utumi ya ho be far off. Oye Ghana ni na wa abrocha obetumi ape book ni bi ato obetumi akọ Amazon na wa search for book ni title your action plan for weight loss eba na wato woto aye be ship di april na se wo pe book no e wo WhatsApp so in the form of PDF and as a tree video and as a ever video number na that book ne so no 0558074986 fresh number no 100 cedis per. There is a link in the comment box so betumi click esa link ne so na won sa kan book no na icon bin so e wo screen ne so o click ya won sa be kan book no e wo so inform mo ntre mo adwo comment box ni mo medamo ni na ase.